what he wrote here, because there's another part that I really liked. So a man walks up to the Prophet ﷺ, right? The Prophet ﷺ, not only is he a religious figure, the religious leader, but he's also the head of state, right? Like, so he represents the government in Medina. And so when someone had a hajj, if someone had a need, they would come up to him and ask him about it. So a man comes up and he says, let me switch back here. He goes up to him. So it's narrated by Anas ibn Malik that a man from the Ansar came to the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, and he begged from him. So the Prophet ﷺ asked, Ama fi baytika shay'un? Have you nothing in your house? He says, yes, a piece of cloth, a part of which we wear, and a part of which we spread on the ground, and a wooden bowl from which we drink water. So the Prophet ﷺ said, I'ti bihima. Bring them to me. So he brings those to him, and the Prophet ﷺ takes them in his hands, and he goes to the market. He says, Man yashtari hadain? Who will buy these? The man says, a person from the market, I will buy them for 1 coin. Then he asks twice or 3 times that Man yuridu ala dirhamin? Who will offer more than a coin? Another man says, I'll buy them for 2 coins. So the Prophet ﷺ sold those articles to him, took the 2 coins, and he gives them to the guy. And he says, Ishtari bi ahadihima ta'aman فانبذه إلى أهلك واشتري بالآخر قدوما فأتيني به. Buy food with one of them and hand it to your family, and then go buy an axe and bring it to me. So he brings the axe, it's the axe head. And the Prophet ﷺ fixes a handle to it with his own hands, and he says, اذهب فاحتطب وبيع ولا أرينك 15 يوما. Go gather firewood and sell it. Don't let me see your face for a fortnight. So 15 days, disappear. Don't let me see your face. The man goes away, gathers firewood, and sells it. When he earned 10 coins, he came to him and bought a garment with some of them and food with the others. And the Prophet ﷺ said, هذا خير لك من أن تجيء المسألة نكتة في وجهك يوم القيامة. إن المسألة لا تصلح إلا لثلاثة لذي فقر مدقع أو لذي غرم مفضع أو لذي دم موجع. This is better for you than that begging should come as a spot on your face on the day of judgment. Begging is right only for 3 people: for one who is in grinding poverty, or for one who is in severe debt, or for a painful compensation for killing. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the painful compensation for killing is like someone that's having to pay blood money, and it's a lot. Typically, blood money is not cheap. You killed someone unlawfully, but they decided, because the law was the death penalty. But if they decided, the family of the deceased decided to forgive you, then they could ask for blood money. And so to pay that, then yeah, he could raise funds for it. And so he goes on. He says that begging without a valid excuse is a major sin in Islam. There's no blessing in the charity one receives from begging. Muawiyah reported that the Messenger of Allah said, لا تلحفوا في المسألة فوالله لا يسألني أحد منكم شيئا فتخرج له مسألته مني شيئا وأنا له كاره فيبارك له فيما أعطيته. Do not be persistent in begging. By Allah, if one of you asks me for something and I give it to him unwillingly, and